By the way, by the end, we did confirm Cock presence in Watchful Gaze, neighbouring Baron Shores, which was 3 jumps from the hive we know about in Sanctuary of Darkness. The miners actually got attacked at the end. Wow. So we moved all of our M miners to the new sector after that. Yeah, that does seem reasonable. The miners were experiencing the hard cock. Yeah. I have it on good authority that they were having a hard time with the cock. The name is so weird to hear in the background. Look, the devs knew what they were doing. Let's be absolutely clear about this. The devs knew what they were doing. Especially because in like X3, the news tickers were voiced. They knew what they were doing. A lot of the shuffling today, but that save is possibly saved. That's fantastic news, mate. I'm so glad that you managed to pull it back, to resurrect your hopes and dreams of a massive mining empire, born anew from the ashes of the old. Now that is genuinely fantastic news, though. Felt like spinning out our wheels a lot when we should be progressing, but it's been interesting to see the weird hidden rules of the game. Yeah, I mean, X4, it's a simulation game. It's a simulation that you play, and I think a lot of the fun is in finding the interesting ways that the parts, the various cogs in the simulation work together. But you've joined us just as we take on a whole slew of new Deep Folk students. Now, one of the things with this, you can name the students, but honestly, you would go through hundreds and hundreds of names. It would be obnoxious taking all that time to name all of the students. So what we do is we name the student houses and also the teachers when we place buildings. That's a little bit more manageable. But these are all Deep Folk, so for anyone who isn't familiar with Spellcaster University, the quick rundown is magic school. There is a cyclic resurgence of evil, but due to calendar shenanigans, the forces, the Alliance of Good, were caught unprepared because evil showed up 2 years earlier than they were expecting and completely wiped the floor with them. Now evil is kind of just running rampant across the lands. The Alliance is more or less being dissolved and we are slowly rebuilding it. We managed to flee the main magical school and with the head of our ex-headmaster tucked under our arms. This skull now sits on our desk. We are the headmaster now. It's the natural rights of ascension in wizard society. You just kill your your superiors tragically die for reasons that absolutely don't involve you, but you do inevitably, one could say, benefit from the untimely demise of the previous head teacher wizard. Nevertheless, we are here teaching new people how to hopefully turn against the Army of Darkness. We'll go through a series of universities. We're playing on marathon mode. Well, mammoth. They typically, one university is an entire stream's length, and one of my streams, so a fairly long bit of time. I'm not sure how many universities in total you play through before you get to the end kind of fight against the Army of Darkness, but you build up progressively. It's kind of a little bit build the school rogue-like. The graduations you get from each school kind of have a snowballing effect on each later university, getting better teachers, getting better students, learning faster. It's kind of a card-based game in a way. You earn mana, and once you cross a certain threshold, you can buy a card out of a couple that you can choose from, and then you play that card in. It's actually a really, really fun little simulation game. We lost because evil didn't follow the schedule. Definitely reminds me of the tales of Baron Munchausen. Man, I haven't thought about that show for so long. I'm gonna have to go and find that on Prime or something after this stream. Thank you for reminding me about that, Entaris. But Deep Folk are a non-human student type, and Deep Folk in particular, when they graduate, if they get prestige, then they will push the evil army's progress back by an equal % of the prestige they earn. So I actually have 2 separate houses within the school. The main one that I put people into whilst they're just learning, and then a finishing house which has the popular trait, which doubles the prestige gain or loss at the end of their studies. So with Deep Folk in particular, if they can get a prestigious graduation, then being in this house when they graduate means that they're popular when they graduate, because that's how school houses work. And so it will double and push back the Army of Darkness, which gives us more time to get more graduations, which allows us to snowball faster and faster as we move through the levels. So for now, they go into the Cinder Dragon School. Beautiful worker. Wow, okay. This character loses much less sanity when insulted because they're beautiful, so they just don't care. Fair enough. Let's get you in there, Light Sleeper. They're pretty much... We don't have many houses yet. I haven't drawn very many of the cards from the standard deck which had houses, because we can further specialize them. Right now, we are kind of house poor, and so we're not able to really bring those features to bear as much as I would like. We do need to get a couple more houses as soon as we can. We are slowly building up our reputation with the various factions of the world. Right now, we have built up our reputation with the peasants, so we're gaining various benefits. We're at 89, so that means that we've got the benefit of plus 25 reputation, which lowers teachers' salaries by 30%, and plus 75, which reduces the loading speed of our messenger guinea pigs, which are launched via catapult to wherever with a message wrapped around them. Or actually, it's in the little scroll case. We're currently working on the Royal Bastion so that we can get to the point where every student we recruit earns us more money. Yeah, most traits stack. I'm not sure if popularity can stack, but most do. Right now, we've actually got our 3 quests. One is to solve the Sphinx, help the Sphinx build up treasure. Another is to get 12 portal mages, portal masters, which is proving a little bit difficult. We haven't even got 1 yet, which is a little bit worrying. And also make 10,000 total gold. Not hold it, but just to have made it over time. We are coming up towards a third of the way there to that. I'm also trying to build up enough light magic so that I can open up a nice dungeon for us to go and play around in later and possibly get a couple of our students killed in. You know, good things. Alright, new students, 2 applicants this time. A bit slow, like I am actually pre-selecting for people who are intelligent. It doesn't look like it, but I am. Diligent, a bit slow, orphan, well-behaved worker. If this student were to die, you would not lose any prestige. Losing parentless children saves a lot on paperwork and on making up far-fetched excuses for the progenitors. This game is a bit brutal sometimes, but there we are. Right, let's go to the king. Hello, your majesty. You see the king being regularly disturbed by characters in motley-coloured costumes. A circus is coming to town, but they have a problem. Oscar, the flying elephant, their main attraction, is sick. For the circus, we do have a dragon. That could work, right? Minimum number of different dragons, 1. Or I could just ask for gold from the king, or I could just say I want the king's attention. Actually, the prestige would be very nice because that'll get us more students, and more students will eventually make more money, but also means more graduations in the same amount of time. Let's go for the circus. We don't lose the dragon, or at least I'd bloody not have. No, we've still got our fairy dragon. It's all good. How are we doing with people sleeping? Have we got enough bedrooms? Yeah, more or less. I put, we got a fancy bed from some of the parents who wanted us to keep their kid from going home because it annoyed them. We suggested that if they had a nice place to sleep, they might not want to go home as often. And then we promptly put the bed in the teacher's room, in the staff room. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that's very unfair. That bed was rightfully the student's bed. How dare you favourite the teachers? This is a canopy bed. Sleeping in this bed, they have to pay us more gold. So, instead of making the student pay us, I've made the teacher pay us some of their salary back, which, you know, kind of all works towards us making a lot of money. I feel it is a good idea. Right, we've got the Adventurers Guild wanting some things. Also, some more... Oh, 3 applicants. Fantastic. Well-behaved worker. We actually get a very high percentage of workers because we've had a lot of characters who have graduated as magical librarians, and that increases the chance that new students will have the worker trait, which has been very, very good for us. Gourmet, well-behaved. Again, right now, just going into the Cinder Dragon house is pretty much standard for us. Right, we can draw a Shadow Deck card, we can draw some money. Let's find out what the Adventurer Guild wants before we do anything. Something tells me there's torches and pitfalls outside the Dean's office. Quite possible, actually. It's okay, we've got a pyre as well if we need one. You know, where we can hang witches or bad students or faculty members. The Demon Lord's familiar. Greetings, mage. During our last dungeon expedition, we killed a Demon Lord and found his cat. He's without an owner, and we can't bring ourselves to abandon him. Would you like to adopt it? I don't have the time to take care of it. Sure, I'll make a dry food budget. Draw the card Witch's Cat. Nope. Or maybe... Yeah, we'll take it. Dunk, Witch's Cat. A creature that wanders around the school and reduces all the needs of characters working in the same room. Cats of witches are not inherently magical, but hey, who can say no to a pussycat? That is true. Okay, we're going to have this cat. Where do I want you to start your day? You know what, you're going to start in... no, I don't want it to be in the student's common room because I want to place... Well... No, I would want an animal in there that affects the students in some major way. I guess the cat can live in the library and wander around. Oh, look. Cute. Get your mind out of the gutters, champ. This is a place of learning. And not those kinds of lessons. Assassin's Arena, Infernal Wings. When a student is at least level 3 in Demonology and level 3 in Necromancy, they get Infernal Wings. They now generate 125% more Shadow Matter. No. A prison. When a teacher catches a student misbehaving, the student is sent to the prison to discourage them from doing it again for a while and encourage them to work more. Nothing like a bit of, you know, time in prison for misbehaving in school. A dunce's cap is better. Are you serious? Nothing puts a message across better than a nice cold jail cell. Right, let's have a look. That room is reserved, that room is reserved. Oh no, I can't actually place it. Because this does not have an up-down. I need another room to be able to place this one. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. Gonna have to wait. I'm gonna sell some of the alcohol. Let's pop it in there. Dump. We're close to being able to afford another room there. Right, new students, 2 applicants, smart, orphan, well behaved, alchemy apprentice, light sleeper worker. Feel that we should double check on our students. Now, what I've got set up at the moment is the 2 kind of school houses have qualities. You get to choose from 2 different characteristics. This one has chosen by the light, so just being in this house means that students will learn light magic faster, and athletic, they move faster. This one has the popular trait and the well-behaved trait. Really, well-behaved was just the best of the rest, so it's not really something I care about, but what I do is, because of the popular trait, I do periodically check through our characters to make sure you're annoyed and you're bullied. Oh, I'm sorry. To make sure that they're not about to graduate. And if they are on their last year, I move them down into that house to make sure that they have the popular trait when they graduate. Just in case they manage to get some decent progress and push back the Army of Darkness a bit. We'll wait until this is about 550 before I do anything with it. I still need this to get up to 500 before I can activate the dungeon. Alright, let's see about you. We're bored. We don't know what to do. There's nothing fun to do in the students' hall. Alright, I'll give you some applied alchemy work to make some alcohol. Really? I mean... I'll find a critic to keep you busy. Or we'll, well, revise your lessons then. I'll put a nature trip with the Adventurers Guild. I don't want to spend the alchemy mana because I want to draw an alchemy card, so I guess I'll go with a critter. A fawn, a plant that eats scholars' hands. Active characters in the room lose a lot of boredom, but also lose a bit of health. The plant was previously only used in botanical studies, but they've since been placed in the kitchen to clean the dishes. We don't need another witch's cat. A fawn, though, this creature wanders to school and greatly decreases the growth rate of tiredness, hunger, and boredom of nearby teachers for a long time. Some say the mages have enslaved it, but the truth is that it loves its pathetic trough and does not miss its nature forest lands at all, obviously. Strong house elf vibes. We'll pop you up in the Doloman. There you go. With the Goonie Pig unicorns. There we go. Alright, how's everything going? Students are generating more nature mana, which is great. Actually, students are generating more shadow mana passively, which is also very great. Let's get over here. Hello, Your Majesty. The king is busy because he has been looking for someone competent to train his son for battle for weeks. Okay, I could train your son to partake in magical duels. I mean, I've got an elementalist dojo. This will get us more prestige and a bunch of factions standing with the king. Absolutely worthwhile. We could train your son to wield weapons. That would have been better, but sadly, no. Oh well. Let's do it. Dunk. We're going to need a fair old bit, probably 2 more visits to get the king up to the level that we want the king to be at. Got werewolf. Smart, good. Learning rate increased. We're playing on marathon mode, so again, it takes a lot longer for this bar to fill up, so we have more time to do stuff. But all of our students, this fills up 40% slower, and our students learn 30% slower. It does mean that it's harder for us to get the best possible graduations, but it affords us a lot more time to just explore the game, make decisions in a bit more, well, rather a bit less of a frantic way. And also, if you can make it snowball, you can potentially snowball it much, much more aggressively. Everyone goes in there. We've got a vampire. They learn a lot faster, and they're smart. I have great hope for you. Great hope. You learn arcane magic slower. That is super sad, because I really need you to learn it. You suck. And you learn shadow magic. Call yourself a vampire? Don't learn arcane magic. Don't learn shadow magic. My lord. Right. Got an adventurer here. The most likely one you would get, thanks to their creativity and varied talents. Let's have a look at your student file. You even had some temporal magic. You were a bully. Fair enough. So to get this one, you need the sum magic level of 5 and order alignment chaotic. Alright, we'll accept. Another adventurer. Honestly, the other thing you might get is a clockwinder or a village mage, but at least you couldn't possibly be a peasant. Now that is probably because you visited the student councillor. Let's have a quick look at what you were thinking. It's so nice to have a rest near the chimney. I found a thumbtack in my bed. When will we learn the fireball spell? Beds in this dormitory could be more comfortable. When I get out of here, I'm going to be a healer. No, you're not. I like playing near the chimney between classes. Light magic classes have killed any spark of joy within me. Yuck. Green food. I'm allergic. Fireball, lightning bolt, storm, magic bolt, freeze ray. Arcana is way too complicated. That last meal was weird. It's nice to rest a bit. Why is there no teacher in the portal classroom? I can't make any sense of it on my own. Well, that's kind of the point. It's far too dangerous for teachers to be in there. Thank you. Ooh, oh, wow, okay, you had a lot of potential here. Protective Spirit. Receive 100 light mana, 100 natural mana. Now, Normally, I would want to go for the role of the librarian. But that's a lot of mana. If I look at the student file, you were actually a little bit of everything. Fair enough, and you were diligent too. I'll accept it. Sure. Village mage, better than peasant, much better than dead. Adventurer, circus handler. No, we're going to re-roll this one. Oh, I shouldn't have. I should have actually looked at the chance of being a peasant. I guess we'll accept it then. Damn it. Much better than dead. So much. Why are you all so bad? You have like almost no skills to speak of. Alright, we're going to re-roll. Village mage. Okay. Well, that did actually get us a load of mana, so we can do a couple of things with that, so it's not too bad. But let's have a quick look at all of our peeps, see if they are in their last year, and if so, shimmy them down. We tend to get a bunch of people hitting the next year about the same time. Now, they don't all get recruited, or I guess accepted to the university at the same time in the year, so you do need to periodically just flip through. But that's not the worst thing, I guess. Right. We do now have enough, so I'm going to accept. With the right talismans, we could handle the cultists in the ancient god's temple. We'll unlock the Dark Temple dungeon. We are nowhere near ready to go for a dungeon, by the way. We are so far away from a dungeon-capable group. But it is something that we can look at in a bit. Enchanting Workshop, Runic Spear, the Blue Dragon. The Blue Dragon wanders around school. Any active student that crosses paths will learn alchemy more effectively for a few minutes. Classroom that students quickly improve their enchantment skills. This room comes with a teacher. When a student is at least level 3 in runes, they receive a Runic Spear, which gives 3 shield points to every group member at the start of each dungeon battle. Now that is actually amazing for an adventuring party. That is amazing for an adventuring party. Ilofhita, thank you ever so much for the 66 months. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Merlin Rafiki with the 54. Thank you so very much. We're going to go for the enchantment workshop, though. Oh, do we already have one of these? Don't believe we do. It would be somewhere around here. No. Or it would show up. Okay, well, let's get this out here then. Where do we want to pop this? I guess I could put it up here and just keep building this tower of classrooms. But at this point, it takes a long time for our students to get to anywhere where they can rest. So actually, I think I will pop it down here instead. Just pop it in there. Dunk. Right. An inspiring teacher. Students in this teacher's class have a small chance of losing a random negative trait. Excellent pedagogy. Not unionized, relaxed, procrastinator, comical, so their presence reduces boredom. You have no negative traits. Well, you have the poser, but that one's connected. The blue ones are connected, you can't ever get rid of them. But these ones are not connected, and you can lose them. But we're going to be going with Rachel Orty, who is in actual fact tranced by the Wild. Welcome to the school in Tranced by the Wild. Them golems. Sculpture workshop. Students working on the golem have a small chance of generating the unfinished golem card and companionship. Lawful students learn 60% faster. We need to start doubling up our rooms. That's going to continue to be an important one for us. Let's draw a nature card. The Shoulder Marten. When a student is at least level 2 in beast magic, they receive a Shoulder Marten. They can no longer suffer from aberrations. The toad is out as a familiar, and the marten is in, most likely because of the fact that it's less sordid and cannot be accidentally squashed between 2 books as easily. Very well. We've also got the greenhouse, which teaches herbalism. We're starting to increase the amount of students we've got, so having more places that you can learn is always going to be useful. But I would like an extra stable, so we're going to upgrade this one for now. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for it. It doesn't actually upgrade very well. Oh well. That was now a little bit more effective. I should have gone for the greenhouse then, given that. That's a bit of a shame. Let's go for the arcane deck. Let's open this up. Got another fairy dragon. Don't need it. We've got a counselor's office that doesn't get any better, but the elementalist dojo absolutely will. The counselor's office just gets a little bit of extra efficiency, but doesn't really do anything. Guides students towards the rare jobs available to them. Students may gain access to an extra choice of future when graduating if they spend time with the career counselor. The elementalist dojo goes in here, and with that, well, I still need one more level, and then I get regulated beating. Students specializing spectating the duel generate a bit of gold. Really, they gamble on the fights. What am I teaching these students? I don't know. Alright, let's get the prison in place. Pop. There we go, we've now got a jail cell. Marvellous. These spots, if you're wondering, are being left open for room scriptoriums. I've actually got a card that makes them incredibly powerful because they give 30% bonus to efficiency. I just don't draw the card enough, which is very frustrating. But hopefully this is going to increase the amount of alchemy mana that we generate. Right, standard deck. Let's have a look. Hunting trophy. Characters move much faster in this room. Teacher's Lounge, a room where teachers can lower hunger, tiredness, and boredom while healing and increasing sanity. And the refectory allows 10 students to reduce hunger. Are our students spending too much time in the refectory? You know what? We are actually going to take this. We're not going to place it down here. I could, and I could have healthy, which would remove the voracious trait. But I'm going to place this refectory up here instead, so that the students over on this side of the school can get over here and grab a bite to eat a little bit faster, improving their efficiency overall. The psychologist, a room where psychologists can make your students immune to the loss of sanity, and the light room. I could increase the efficiency of the light room. Well, we'll go for the psychologist. We'll pop the psychologist over here, right above the gambling grounds of the Pegasus racing. Both Ancient Wisdom and Round Belly. Lawful Evil. We've got 2 Lawful Evil psychologists. What is this saying about my school? What is this saying about psychology? Well, Bethesda, welcome to being a lawful evil psychologist. You're really good at pedagogy, but yeah, enjoy, I guess. A room with a psychologist can make your students immune to the loss of sanity. The students who don't own the latest fashionable robes are often subject to mockery and need psychological assistance. Eligible for a dungeon. Hello, the Royal Administration just realized your school is eligible for a dungeon plundering. If this opportunity attracts you, you only need to fill out a few forms and update your teaching material to obtain access to one of the cursed places. Your students are sure to love it. Okay, so we have the opportunity to go to 2 separate dungeons in this one. We'll pay the fees in mana. Interdimensional archives will soon take care of the formalities. Lots of money. Archmage Tower, or we will get rid of all our tools that are not up to standard. Get the Dark Temple. No. We'll think about it. I will put that on the back burner so that we can go to both of them, because they're also awful fun. Another deep one. Great. Another elf, jack of all trades, beautiful. A beautiful goth. You've got a fantastic career ahead of you. Let's grab you. Vampire Queen, anyone? Ambitious, passionate. Oh, wow. Has better chances to obtain the most beneficial... Oh, really? You're a bit slow? And you're only here for 3 years. That's such a waste. Painful waste. My adventurer friends and I are back from the battlefield. We won, but I slipped on my way back and slashed my leg. Can you do something? Oh, it's not that bad. Perform a hand imposition. Has at least 50 light mana. I just have that. Could have some consequences later on. Adventuring Guild plus 15. Go to the infirmary. They'll take care of you. Plus 5. Go to the local chapel. I'm not a specialized sacred magic priest. We'll do this one. Dunk. Lose a bit of light mana, but gain a lot of things as well. Right. We'll pay the fees in mana. Interdimensional archives unlock. Right, if we have a look now, we've got the interdimensional archives over there. Well, one of them is the interdimensional archives. I'm going to say the one with the tentacles rising out of the door is probably the interdimensional archives. We're there, actually. Or just about ready to set up. There we are. Let's go talk with the king. Alright. You see the king being regularly disturbed by characters in motley coloured clothing. For the circus, we do have a dragon. 4 prestige points. So I could get you to push the Army of Darkness back, but I want them reputation points. Oh, I could lend you our Pegasus. It can almost fly. 400 gold! Damn it. I really wish I had one. Oh well. Your Majesty's company. We've almost got the king. Right, the next time... Well, no, 2 more times, potentially, to go to the king before we get 20 gold from everyone. What's the Inquisition like? Not great. We've done nothing with the Lord of Evil, but the Lord of Evil is almost up to the point of slowing progress down naturally, just because, yeah, Lord of Evil, you know? Crowcorp's village is a 100%. Maybe dropping by the Guild Tavern would be a good idea as well. Bye, guinea pig. Smart worker. Passionate, well-behaved, smart. Brilliant, athletic, beautiful. Okay, we're starting to get some really clever so-and-sos. Greatly approve. To be fair, we are generating quite a lot of cash. It isn't terrible, certainly. Right, let's get another deck. A nature room. A painting. Active characters in the room are bolstered by art, which reduces the growth rate of their needs for some time. Click on the painting, change it. Or the medicine cabinet. Active characters in this room recover health over time. Students do not have access to these cabinets as they are full of products that could harm them. If they hurt themselves, they must first ask an adult. Let's stick it in the assassins training room because that seems to make sense. Let's pop it in the area where, you know, we're going to be having the gladiatorial betting ring going on. Seems like a wise move. Who are you fighting? Ah, there we are. An intern just discovered a secret entrance leading to the old archives of King Boctalon IV. We're a bit scared to go there, but maybe you could help us explore? Legends say they contain invaluable documents. Oh, come on. Why? So annoying. We just spent a bunch of money. What a wasted opportunity that was. Deeply upsetting. It seems like the War Council is on. Our magic could be used as a diversion. No, we'll just bump you up. There we go. And that means that the students that we now bring on will make us a bunch of cash. Oh, if only these things had happened in a different order. Popular, orphan, worker, unbreakable, demoralized. You've got so many positives. My good lord. But you are a bit slow. Well-behaved, child of nature, worker. Goth, allergic to crustaceans. Comical, diligent, well-behaved, worker. Popular, light sleeper, allergic to pollen, allergic to crustaceans, lots of allergies there. The timing there was so rough, though. It's how it goes sometimes, but really painful when it does. Back Finery. When a student is at least level 2 in temporal magic, they receive Back Finery, which grants a 20% higher chance to dodge an attack in dungeon. That's kind of amazing. Temporal magic skills. The temporal room is great, because it does allow us to potentially extend how long students are here for. But getting elementalism up even more and generating the cash from this is more useful to me for one of my quests. So that's what we're going to do. Regulated betting. Oh, I said regulated beating before, but no. Regulated betting. There we are. Efficiency bonuses, well, it's back down to 0 from the level because I've spent all of them, but we're now going to be generating gold in there, which isn't so bad. Gourmet, diligent, gourmand, diligent, well-behaved, light sleeper, worker. You're a procrastinator and aggressive, courageous, popular, well-behaved. We're starting to make a lot of money now. Alright, got some graduations. You're a village mage. Probably the best outcome for you, honestly. You definitely could be something better. Apparently, no, you can't. Alright. Adventurer. Cartographer. Receive 100 light mana and 100 arcane mana, thanks to their great sense of direction and courage. Librarian. New students have a 1% chance of having the worker trait. Only we'd had a couple of those before. Alright, let's go back through, see if anyone needs to be shunted down. Indeed you do. Decent amount of people have now got the power tiara. So we're generating lots of different mana now just from people who've gotten enough arcane magic to get the power tiara, and whilst they're learning arcane. That was a really good pick for us because it's basically keeping us going with all of the other sources of all the other types of mana without us having to really divert people's studies. But goodness gracious me, do I want them to focus on portal magic. It's painful that they're not doing it, because we desperately need them to. So either I need to get some more portal rooms or upgrade the portal rooms I've got. Realistically, though, I need to start spending money to get some more classes or some more houses so that I can actually focus on that a bit. On that note, we have got 500 here. Magic armor. Active characters in this room lose half as much health for a few minutes. Alchemy room. We do have an alchemy room. Runes, potions, enchantments, I guess. Oh no, we don't have an alchemy room, do we? No. Huh, okay. Well, for the time being, then. The alchemy room over there. Right. A punctual ex-adventurer. While teaching, this teacher may increase your reputation with the Adventurers Guild. Honestly, that's good enough. Well, you're the better teacher anyway, but I probably would have taken you just for the adventurer. The adventurer reputation. Ashling, welcome. You are punctual, move faster than most characters, demanding. Their wage is 30% higher than usual. Procrastinator, acts and gets tired 25% slower, and an ex-adventurer. There you go. When are we going to get the next Goon Pig? No longer need to go there. Should probably visit the Sphinx, honestly, and say hi. Could also visit the Lord of Evil as well. Okay, priesthood. Permanently improves the teacher. This teacher is never hungry nor tired. Gives teachers a reason to put up with cold, refractory meals. Bored students have pitiful salaries. They're literally a priest. When a student is at least level 4 in retribution, they receive bright shoulder pads, which grant 10 additional health points and 1 armor point in dungeons. Sacred stained glass window. Active students in this room slightly improve their sacred magic skills. It regularly gets cleaned with holy water to prevent the holiness from fading with time. We will absolutely use this, and I'm going to place it. We're going to pick one of the everything rooms. That being said, I could put it in the refectory. You know what? Actually, I'll put it in the bedroom. I'm going to force you to learn while you're sleeping. Take that. Never saw it coming. We've almost finished them. Well, actually, no, we haven't almost finished. We're 50% away towards the Merchant Guild. All the cool schools have dragons. Wouldn't you like to be a cool school or remain a lame duck forever? If your answer is the former, then I can sell you a dragon for 125 gold pieces. No thanks, it's a bit too expensive for us. Fine, I'll take a dragon. Give us some time to think about it. Sure, we'll grab a dragon. Right, a white dragon. The white dragon wanders around the school. Any active students it crosses will learn light magic. Green dragon teach nature magic, and the blue dragon teaches alchemy. We'll take a green dragon. Where are we going to pot it? We'll pop you over here. Bye. Where did you go? Oh, you went all the way down there. Fair enough. Religious indoctrination while you sleep. Exactly. Hey, Sextrini, how you doing, mate? Right. 3 applicants chosen by the light. Jack of all trades, courageous, well-balanced worker. And passionate. Right, guinea pig. Don't need to go there. Will not ever need to go there, really. Alright, it's time for us to go visit the Sphinx. Greetings, human. Do you bring treasures? I come with a potion of power. Filtered power. I come with a potion of glory. Bottled glory. I bring Philosopher's Stone. Not bad, huh? I have several trophies that would work. Ugh. All of these suck. I only came to seek advice. Okay, well now I know what I need to be building up for you. Balls. Okay, so... Filtered power, Philosopher's Stone. I don't know how to make Philosopher's Stone. Bottled glory, though. We can make. But yikes, that's a pain. I didn't realize it was going to be potions. I should have visited the Sphinx a long time ago, because that would have keyed me in on what I need to do. We're almost halfway through this map. Little dragon went... Neom. Mysterious blueprints. Students working in this room have a small chance of gaining intelligence. Guild banner. Active characters in this room improve your reputation with the Adventurers Guild, and active students in this room improve rooms. Will improve intelligence. I'm going to stick her in the refractory, so when you're eating, you're getting smarter. Another prison. A tentacle. Active students in this room slightly improve their demonology and portal magic skills, but slowly lose their sanity. Coffin. Students who sleep in this bed have a small chance of becoming vampires. Vampires who sleep in it generate shadow mana, limited to student beds. I can't make my teachers vampires, very sad. But what I can do is when the students are chilling out in here to regain their sanity, regain their boredom, they're going to slowly lose their sanity. Ah, fantastic. They're going to be hugged by eldritch tentacles. Marvelous. Alchemy Apprentice, nice. Alchemy Apprentice again. Unbreakable, well behaved. Adventurous Guild probably wants something, so I'm going to just give that just a moment. Lulu Armchair. Last dungeon we visited, our healer was attacked by a giant squid and died. You couldn't resuscitate him, could you? It's hard to find good healers around here. I'm sorry, but death is incurable. There, he should work like he did before, but watch your neck. Oh, I could have had a coffin. Damn it. Okay, so he is back to life, so to speak, but I must warn you, he has changed a little bit. I've got a crypt, so heroes never die. Oh, God. Reputation with the adventure go plus 25. Draw the card Archangel Wings. It's a lot of bonus with you, but this is bonus with 2 people, and one of them is literally our enemy, so it kind of makes more sense. There we go. We send them to the crypt. They came back a little bit changed, but not too much. Light room, arcane room, painting.